primary day. It's the kickoff to wild primary season, and I'm ready to cover it. First, the polls closed about actually 4 minutes in Indiana. I'll get to that race. I'll cover that race in a second. So I'll start with Indiana at least. So first we'll start. Actually, we got results. We got results on the Republican Party, but the polls haven't closed in all locations. But in Indiana, where the projections officially start to come in, Joe Donnelly's unopposed, the incumbent senator's Democrat, so he'll win. But the big one's the Republicans. Polls, I guess, closed an hour ago in some parts of the state, but not every part of the state. And Mike Braun is a state representative. He's winning right now. 43%. Todd Rokita, congressman, U.S. congressman, 29.4%. And Luke Messer, 27.5%. So it's not that close. Let's see if we have anything from House districts. The Young Turks were promoting this kid. Not a kid, but a candidate, Democrat named Pat Hackett. She's losing to a Democrat named Mel Hall. There are some other close house races, but house races don't matter that much unless they're in isolation. Everybody unopposed is gonna win soon. So yeah. All these three candidates have raised at least $1 million to take on Donnelly in the general election. Eric, fuck. Come on, Eric. Well, it's big election night coverage, and I respect your opinion, but please keep watching, sir. It's huge election night coverage. Eric, you have a right to say whatever the hell you want to say about me. But hey. Hopefully the Fallon doesn't get picked in 30 minutes in West Virginia, but as of now, we got 50 seconds until the polls close, right? We can officially project that Joe Donnelly's won. But this Mike Braun guy keeps holding on to a decent lead. Question is, who's gonna win? Democrat Pat Hackett still behind, even though those damn Young Turks have been promoting him. And I'm gonna wait for the official projection on Joe Donnelly. Actually, give me 2 minutes. I need to piss badly. Still, we don't have any projection on Joe Donnelly, which he's the only one running. Why can't he win at top of the hour? This damn AP should project top of the hour. Anyone who's the only one running in a race should frickin' win. If you're unopposed, you should win. Okay, we got our first call. It's in an insignificant race. Jim Banks, U.S. Representative, has been renominated. He's the only one on the ballot. Susan Brooks, U.S. Representative, renominated, only one on the ballot. So, I mean, yeah, they're making some calls with the only ones on the ballot. A lot of seats in the state senate have been called. Pretty much the state house is actually mostly called top of the hour because these state house races are so gerrymandered that it just looks like it's a Democratic state house. I don't know, some of the races are too early to call. State senate more races are called because most of these damn things are unopposed. Oh, yep, we got the official projection. Guys, the official projection in Indiana. I mean, it's no surprise. Unopposed, uncontested, whatever you want to call it. Joe Donnelly gets renominated 3 minutes after the hour. I mean, I could tell they were called all the unopposed races. This is the last one they'd checked the box for. But, yep. Now we gotta look at the Republicans for the next 30 minutes until we go into the crazy-ass one, West Virginia. Yep. But Donnelly won. He's the official nominee now. Well, at least this AP projected nominee. So. I don't think there's any close house races. Maybe Pat Hackett, if she wins, has a chance, but Mel Hall's winning right now. There's a few Democratic races that are... I mean, the Republican turnout is way better than the Democratic turnout in some of these House races, so... What does that tell you? The Republicans have an advantage if more people vote in their primary. But hey, Joe Donnelly won. He doesn't have any type of primary challenger. Like, I don't know why not. I don't know why not a super leftist wouldn't file. We could probably get the $1,000 to file and run, and at least get their name on the ballot. But no. There's nothing from any other races, so... We're waiting for news in Indiana. This great state, we don't know who's gonna win the primary, but it looks like a freaking state representative is gonna beat 2 congressmen. Everyone thought one of the congressmen would win. Luke Messer won a straw poll. Todd Rokita's been leading in most of the late polls, but Mike Braun led in that one poll, and it looks like he's actually leading by a decent amount now. It's only 6%. Polls are closed in every part of the state, so... He's up by 11. I'm guessing Messer, I can say probably Messer's not gonna win. If Messer and Rokita would have deadlocked, they could have taken down Mike Braun. But hey, maybe Mike Braun can go win a Senate seat. He's pretty rich. I don't know. But hey, that's what's going on in the election right now. Mike Braun's winning by about 11.5. And Messer's in a close third, but close third won't get you in the primary. And there's also no runoff, so because we usually predict a runoff at the top of the hour. This is not a runoff state though. All the Messer counties. Since there's so many counties not in, I'm still not gonna call it. Even though I'm semi-close ready to call it for Mike Braun. 10 minutes after the polls close. Can't get sued because it's after the polls close. Also, the Democrat in Ohio is uncontested, but West Virginia, again, it's not only the Republican primary that'll be fun, even though it'll be the funnest. The Democratic primary is Joe Manchin versus Paula Jean Swearengin. That could be pretty fun. First results are expected there until 6:50, but we have results coming in hot in Indiana, so Mike Braun's up comfortably, 8% in. This Democrat Pat Hackett that has been forced by the Young Turks is still down by 12 points. The Republican in that district goes up 78-22. We're on the verge of a call there. Even though House districts are hard to call because they're so small. The percentage looks good, but the vote count's actually not that good. But state races are a lot easier to call. Hey viewer, who are you? Today Mike Braun is still holding the lead, 8% in. Actually, let's get some music rolling. I know what song will be perfect for this.
I don't know what to do. All I do is that I hold on. That last song did she said goodbye. Well, Lord, I thought I would cry. She do me, she do you. She's got that kind of loving. I'd love to hear when she calls me. Daddy, such a beautiful dream.
Yep, that was our good friend Mason Ramsey. What's okay? Democrats, not the Democrat, the Republican, Mike Braun just keeps showing strength out there. Maybe Luke Messer will take second. Oh, they're right next to each other. That's a shock to me. This was supposed to be a close race. This again's a primary shock. I was shocked when Illinois was a blowout for the. But I was also shocked when it was close in Bruce Rauner's race. I'm not calling it because I'm not calling it shock. Maybe it'll correct. There's also in North Carolina I won't be paying much attention to. There may be an AG's race there, or special office or something, but nothing huge. In Ohio, there's a good undercard. It's the governor's primary, and there's an attorney general's election. Yeah, but those people are uncontested. There's a big ballot initiative. And it could knock out the Republicans in 2018 in the House, because it'd be a few more seats that they'd have to deal with because this ballot initiative. Hopefully that doesn't pass. Issue 1. Probably will though. Ballot initiatives usually pass. Except personhood, that usually does not pass. I don't think it's passed anywhere. I guess I'll look at North Carolina. Because there's 3 House districts that are semi-competitive. Is there any type of... I know there's not a governor's race. State House races. Yeah, North Carolina, there's nil. There's nothing. We still... Okay, 10% in the Senate race. Braun has a 13-point lead over Rokita. 13.3 points over Luke Messer. Okay, it's 12.8 now. Only 10% in. There's a whole corner of the state that's not in, so that's why I'm not projecting, even though it looks like a Braun strong corner. If he dominates that part of the state, that'll be an easy projection at that point. There's one corner of the state that's left, though. That's where Gary is and all that. Yeah. We're trying to be educated, just like the New York Times is on projecting these things, but right now the game is wait. I mean, votes are coming in, it's just they're coming in somewhat quickly too. It's just hard to call when you got a whole fourth of the state that could swing this, and if we make a wrong projection, all of our network credibility goes, and what you got if you don't. What do you have as a news network if you're not credible? So that's why we're not calling something on the basis of 10% without statistical analysis from the, I guess it would be northeast corner of the state. No, not northwest corner of the state. I mean, it's pretty rural out there, which seems to favor Mike Braun. Luke Messer seems like he's winning the southeast corner of the state. Todd Rokita has won Fort Wayne, Indiana, and that's about it. So I don't know if Rokita would endorse Messer is the problem. I mean, Mike Braun is not Don Blankenship. If Don Blankenship wins, you won't hear anything but cuss words if Blankenship wins in West Virginia. Polls close there in 12 minutes, but the next race results we're gonna get are likely the biggest state tonight is in, I guess, Ohio, because there's Senate race, Attorney General's race, and a governor's race, and a ballot initiative. Here's just a Senate race, but it's competitive. Hey guys, sorry, there was a technical difficulty with my mic. Still analyzing this race, and Mike Braun is still up. I really wanted Luke Messer and Todd Rokita to win. Messer is probably the weaker of the two, so I really wanted Todd Rokita to win, but no, I don't. Mike Braun, wealthy businessman, doesn't have any Todd Aiken style gaffes. Maybe he's okay. Maybe he could take down Joe Donnelly. But there's only been polling with Luke Messer and Todd Rokita. And yeah. Donnelly's winning about. There's been no Mike Braun polling, and now looks like we got Mike Braun winning, and Luke Messer's actually taking second. Granted, it's by 9 votes, but looks like Luke Messer's in second in this race now. 12% in, so a decent chunk. Still no Northwest Indiana. So we gotta have a little bit of Northwest Indiana to be able to call a race. Indiana. The Messer coalition seems to be coming out, but in the counties they're winning, they're a lot more than 12% of it's in. So it looks like Mike Braun may cruise to a victory here. It's only slightly in, and Braun has winning bigly there. So Looks like he might be able to easily win this race. There's still Evansville also. It's a decent sized city, I guess. That could sway an election. There's none of that. Not even a little bit. Fort Wayne, there's only initial results. And Todd Rokita's barely winning that. And a Mike Braun, Luke Masters out of the picture there. Gary, there's nothing. That's a big city. One of Braun's counties, Davies County, as 100% in. Yeah, but he did have a strong showing there. House districts are coming in. They're not that important, though. Doesn't look like any incumbents are getting unseated in the primary, except maybe there's a state senator that's getting unseated. Yeah, state senator. They only have 3% of the vote. We're probably not even going to announce a projection because a state senate seat is so insignificant that no one really cares. A U.S. Senate seat, though, is huge. If we could get an extra vote in the Senate, that would be huge. And I just want to see who can. I'm going to project who will cast that extra vote. Luke Messer's in a firm second, but Mike Braun is now taking a big cut, 15,000 vote lead. So 13% in. We're trying to get a projection. I know. Maybe a hard projection to make, though. We may have to go. Gotta forget about this race for a little bit until it's called. Once West Virginia comes up in 7 minutes, we thought we'd get a projection 30 minutes, about 15% in. But I'm not calling it. It's a little bit worrisome to me, though, the results. Todd Rokita or Luke Messer would probably been better than because they're U.S. reps. Braun represented a smaller percentage of the population. Looks like they knew him. And if Messer Rokita could endorse him Indiana's Republican state, maybe we could go swing that. I don't know. It's kind of some optimism. This city. West Virginia's coming in at 750. Ohio is 756, or actually 6 something, not 7 something. That's Eastern. In North Carolina's coming in 5 minutes after the poll closed, so 6:35. But all they have is House races, not a ballot initiative. Nothing like that, so it's not a huge deal. Mike Braun is up by 12.4. And Luke Messer and Todd Rokita are pretty much deadlocked for second and third. They're trailing behind this Mike Braun guy, who I'd never heard of. I just assumed it would be Rokita or Messer, and that would be dogged out. I mean, their race is close, but Braun's actually running away with it, so. Yep. What do I know about politics? Got some more initial results. Evansville and Gary haven't came in yet. Indianapolis hasn't reported much, and Fort Wayne hasn't reported much, so still with 15% in, I'd call it too early to call. Viewer, what's up? What's up? I'm covering the race right now. It's close. It's actually not close. 15% in, but not calling it because two major cities have not reported anything, and Fort Wayne's only reported initial results, like 1 or 2 precincts. Indianapolis doesn't have much either, so 15% in though. Mike Braun does have a 12.3% lead, so good news for the Braun campaign right now, I guess. And it looks like he's winning Indianapolis. And Rokita's barely winning Fort Wayne. Also, like, the northwest part of the state hasn't come in, so it's another big reason why we can't call it on a 12.3 point lead. Hey viewers, start commenting. 15% of the votes in. We're still trying to make calls. 3 minutes until Indiana, North Carolina, West Virginia, and Ohio close in 3 minutes. We could get some results shortly after those 3 minutes, especially in North Carolina with the House races. Some of these house races are still too close to call. Let's see if Jackie Walorski, big time member of the house, still hasn't done anything. Souls officially won. She's up 79-21 though, so I'm calling her. The APs haven't done something, so Pat Hackett, TYT Democrat, is down by 13 points, but it's only 400 votes. It's a small percentage of voting. %16% out of the race. Roki just closed in on Messer. Ooh. Now we're on the verge of a call. Oh, we're on the verge of a call now. We are on the verge of a major projection. Still waiting on Gary, Indiana, but Evansville is filling in for Mike Braun at 57%. Evansville, this fourth or fifth largest city in Indiana. They have a university there. This makes us on the verge of a call. One of the probably fourth largest city. Yeah. Okay, guys. Mother's Day stuff. Mother doesn't see ya. Okay, should I do a game? 20 minutes. We're gonna see if a felon can win a Senate seat, or at least a primary. Polls are officially closed. in these 3 states. Even then, no, actually, yep, 0 results have come in. We were waiting for the official call on Sherrod Brown's seat. He was unopposed in his primary. Even though I almost despise Sherrod Brown. I hope dearly Ohio ousts him, but I'm not counting on it. I still have that seat as lean Democratic, no matter what goes on. 13 House races, we haven't gotten anything except the not even uncontested seats. I don't see how it's hard to call an uncontested seat right when the polls close. Just check everything is everyone who's unopposed wins. I'm gonna check and see if any major news networks have a call on this Indiana race. Because maybe they got, I mean, now we're getting some Northwest stuff. But it's 1 precinct actually. It's barely in, it's like 6, literally Ron's leading that precinct by 6 votes. So that's still not enough to call it. Because there are a couple Rokita counties out here. Todd Rokita, Luke Messer, they're retiring. That could make a couple vulnerable House seats that we have to deal with, but probably not. Let's check if there's a Democrat. It's the 6th and the 7th, I'm pretty sure. No, the 7th has a Democrat in it. Is it the 5th and the 6th? Yeah, the Republican turnout's way better in the 5th. No, the 5th has a Republican incumbent. In the 6th, I guess it's either Messer or Rokita's seat. That's already chosen Greg Pence, so I don't know. It's getting a little bit closer. Not much, though. It's still a 12.7 point lead. Which would be enough to call it if we had more vote in. Like 30-40% of the vote, and we had a little bit of Gary in, I would call it. That'd be reasonable enough to put a check by Mike Ron's name. Hey, stranger things have happened. %, and stranger things have happened than a 13-point comeback. I wouldn't feel confident if I was. I would feel extremely confident if I was Mike Braun. Luke Messer, Todd Rokita, definitely not. I'd be biting my nails to the point where I'd be biting my skin off. I'd be writing a concession speech if I was either one of them. Especially Messer, because it looks like his part of the state is. So let's see if I'd be writing Messer's concession speech. A lot of his counties are a lot in, so I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's slowing down some, where it's actually time for North to see if anything's been called in North Carolina. No. Doesn't look like it. Still nothing. We're supposed to get results here. I'm just gonna look at this House race. Actually, it's Mark Meadows' seat too, and Mark Meadows is chairman of the House Freedom Caucus, so yeah. Yeah, Mark Meadows, pretty important dude in Congress. He could filibuster a lot of shit. So let's see. He's getting a primary challenge. I'll come back to that later if some of the stuff's not as close as I thought. Some of these incumbent races are not as close as I thought. And some are not coming up. Jackie Walorski, a big member of the House, is not one. Pat Hackett is way behind. She's the Young Turks Democrat. Jackie Walorski, I've actually projected she's won. She's up 78-22. Varies, but she's gonna get about 75% of the vote to 80% of the vote. That's my range. Probably gonna win the general too. I can't call general elections though right now. But sure, be back next Tuesday, because it's not as big of a marathon as this, but it's a bit of a marathon next Tuesday. I gotta check what primaries are up. Idaho, Nebraska, Oregon, and Pennsylvania. Senator Deb Fischer in Nebraska, and a very big House race out in Omaha. In Pennsylvania, Senator Bob Casey. And 6 House races. And then Oregon, there's a Governor Kate Brown. Idaho, there's a governor. Butch Otter's retiring. I'm gonna take a 5-minute break. Looks like we may be gridlocked a bit. North Carolina, they said they were expecting race results. Guess what? We ain't got none. Trying to figure out this Indiana. I'll be covering up the next 2 weeks. I'm gonna look at CBS right now. Let's see if we can ditch Cocaine Mitch or not. Try to look at these different websites. There's ABC News Go. Okay. Let's see what the hell is going on. 16% in. When will North Carolina come in? All we know who won is Joe Donnelly, and that's not a big deal because he was unopposed. He's the only one on the ballot, so he won. That's all we know about Indiana. And Mike Brown is a lead. Has a lead. Not Mike Brown. Mike Brown was that kid that got in a fight with a cop and lost and died. Let's see what Vox has. They're pretty liberal, though. Oh, they have 22%. Vox. I'm gonna read this. Vox has 22% in. Mike Broad, 42.3% of the vote. Todd Rokita, 28.9%. Luke Messer, 28.8%. They also have 43% in the Pat Hackett race, the Justice Democrat. She's in second. The 9th District's a target of the DCCC. They've nominated Liz Watson. So we got a little bit of an update from Vox. Not the most reliable source on the internet, but they're close enough with the New York Times that I can believe them. I mean, everybody's numbers are going to be a little bit different. Today we got between 16% and 22% of the vote in. Let's see what this crap shows. Mike Pence's brother actually won a House race, or a House primary. So, he'll probably be a congressman. Vox keeps reporting. I'm just gonna use freaking Vox. You know, they're liberal. And Mel Hall and Pat Hackett. Pat Hackett continues to lose. Not an official projected winner, though. Ooh, I've got to open up another tab for West Virginia. Hopefully Blankenship does not win. West Virginia is the craziest one. Okay, we got a crazy report. I guess that's... What is this? It's not early voting, but from 0 out of the 1,758 precincts, 800 votes in. Patrick Morrissey apparently is getting 70% of the vote. Evan Jenkins getting 9.5. Don Blankenship's getting 9.5. Yeah. And Joe Manchin's winning 63-37 against Paula Jean, but again, very little voting in. He can't say anything. This is all. I mean, when you have such little percent of the votes in, I'm not even gonna call it legitimate news. Yep, my New York Times account's installed on me. I'm gonna go up and reclose it. See if I could get any type of news from our good friends in the New York Times, those stupid liberals. Yep, they're still insisting it's 16%, even though it's like 24 according to everyone else. I guess I'm out of articles for free in the New York Times, so. Okay, it just refreshed. Mike Braun, 21.5% or 21%. Nope, it didn't refresh. 21%. Nope, it's keep glitching. Mine must be restricted or something. Yeah, mine's restricted. I don't know what I did on there. Yep, I'm gonna get my iPad. Sorry guys, bullshit keeps happening. Trying to get it to work, it's not wanting to work, so I just gotta keep working. I don't know why it keeps glitching. It tells me 21 and then 16. You know what? Frick the New York Times. Bunch of fake news liberals. New York Times is the fakest crap out there. I'll use Politico instead. We do have actually some results though from Politico that are different. 22.7% of the vote in, Mike Braun 41.3%, Luke Messer 29.9%, Todd Rokita 28.8%. So again, one of my show me the counties. It actually is. It's not quite as good as if I could get the New York Times thing to actually freaking work and not collude against me, but hey, it's whatever. Shows me the result county by county. Hey, Indiana's on right now. Mel Hall is still beating Pat Hackett. That's the big House race. And the 9th is targeted the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee. Trey Hollingsworth, the incumbent, won, and so did Liz Watson. Yeah. The Republicans have a little bit more primary vote, but not much. I can say Greg Pence will be a congressman because right now there's 28,000 Republican votes and 12,000 Democrats. So he's doing better than 2-1 on primary turnout. So primary turnout tells you how many Republicans, how many Democrats are in the district. Yeah. Let's see if we have anything from West. Okay, actually we do have stuff. Joe Manchin's beating Paula Jean Swearengin. 0 precincts, I don't know what's going on, but he's apparently beating Paula Jean Swearengin 61-39. Patrick Morrisey, again, one county, is winning 46-20, and Blankenship's at 17, so, yeah. I hid him in my room behind a picture. Why? You. Okay, I gotta go get a cart bag. Okay, it's 64-36. Patrick Morrisey is beating the hell out of everybody else. This was supposed to be a freaking close race. But Blankenship is barely getting 15%. Morrisey's at 55. 64-36 for Joe Manchin. Paula Jean's unlikely to win. I'll even admit that. I mean, she'd be an easy pick. She'd be the first Republican pickup of 2018 if she won, but it's looking unlikely. 64-36 Manchin. I mean, at least more than a third of the Democratic Party is peeling away from Joe Manchin. And maybe Paula Jean will run as an independent or something, and that'll make sure the Republicans win. If they could get a third of the Democrats to vote for Manchin, she could get 10-12%. Third candidate would ensure West Virginia goes Republican. But hey, Mike Braun is close to winning. It's his Gary County though. Huh. Okay, yeah, both of the seats are safely Republican at least, so I take back the chance the Democrats could actually win them. So that's the only good news in this, that the Democrats will not pick up Luke Messer, Todd Rokita's seat, but we could have a primary challenge in 2020 if they try to go in primary. They could try to primary the new incumbent, but but one of them is Mike Pence's brother, so I think that would be hard to primary the vice president's brother, Greg Pence, assuming he wins in November. He's dominated this primary. Even though Luke Messer's getting it within 10 points of Mike Braun, so not quite ready to call it yet. Not quite ready to call. Let's look at West Virginia. Patrick Morrissey's at 46, Evan Jenkins at 24, and Don Blankenship at 16. And now let's look at Ohio. That's a big one. Trump endorsed Jim Bernowski. Oh, they're actually starting off with the governor. Ooh, that's interesting. Dennis Kucinich used to be, I believe, a senator from Ohio, and he's actually losing. Mike DeWine, he was lieutenant governor, pretty popular. He's winning by about 2-1 or 67-33. The Senate, Trump endorsed Sherrod Brown, the Democratic incumbent, ran, unopposed. So, Mike Gibbons, a businessman, losing to Jim Bernanke by 15. Nothing's much in, though. Not many close house races. House races don't matter that much unless the incumbents are getting sacked in house races. Okay. Mark Meadows' seat's the only seat I care about in all this. And I cared about Mike Pence's brother, but he won bigly. Mark Meadows, chairman of the House Freedom Caucus. There's some on the Democratic side, but he's actually winning like 85-15 in his race on the Republican side, so it looks like he'll be fine with 2% in. I mean, it's only 2%, a lot could happen, but it looks like Mark Meadows will be fine. Part of North Carolina. .1% of the vote in West Virginia, so no way we could call it, even though we're semi-close to calling Joe Manchin for his apology and swear-in. It's just way too early. My concern is Blankenship wins, but he's in third, so Mike Braun is still ahead by 10 points. Ooh, here's why we're not calling it now. We got a reason to watch this race now. Todd Rokita is up by 15 points in this Gary, Indiana, second largest city. So now we got some vote counting to do. Now that Todd Rokita's up. Now Todd Rokita may win it. Still in third, but not much is in. Evansville. 9% of Evansville. Early votes in Gary. So, if he could go run up those 500 precincts, Todd Rokita may have a chance to win this thing. It's getting a little bit exciting now. Mike Braun is still the favorite, I would say, though, at this early hour. The state rep, or former state rep. So it's about 10-point lead for Braun. Messer and Rokita are getting closer, though. It was about 12 a couple minutes ago. So hopefully they can eke back into this thing and maybe Messer and Rokita can eke out a victory. Okay, Blinken. There's still not much voted in West Virginia. Okay, where's Braun doing well? It looks like Braun's doing well across the state. He could win this, actually, with a strong showing, 29% in. Like Braun's showing strength. Go over to the interesting one, but they're not reporting much vote, only 0.1%, but some bad news. No, I said primary vote matters. It does. At least in these 4 counties. The Democrats are outvoting the Republicans, which means more people are voting. Not in this one. I don't know. 0.1%. You can't make a call. 0.1%. Early votes in Gary. 9% here. Where's Indianapolis? That's the big city. Not Hamilton County. I don't know. Braun's winning all along the state, so I think Braun should have the upper edge. Bad news in a competitive district. Democrats are outvoting Republicans. Democrats may win 100 seats this year. Just may. With this blue wave, 100 seats could be in reach in the House. Democrats are probably going to pick it up. I haven't made a video on it because I don't know about much about it, but hey, Democrats are probably going to pick up the chamber. They could win 100 seats. They're expanding their battleground like insanely. So, 100 seats is in reach for the Democrats. Haven't yet seen a seat where the Republicans have clinched, so maybe 400's in reach for the Democrats for a 400 to 35. That's very unlikely, but everything in Indiana has a Democrat on it. Democratic optimism is unreal. Republicans will hold the Senate because there's still a map that will kill the Democrats. 2nd district in North Carolina is gone, probably. Oh, I see one. In North Carolina's 3rd congressional district, there is no Democrat. So, yeah. That gives me hope. No Democrat in that race. Go 434 to 1. Ooh, we could have an ousting here. An oust him alert. North Carolina 9, Rob Pitt and Jersey incumbent losing right now. Mark Meadows still winning. House Freedom Caucus chairman. I'm gonna go over to the Young Turks and see what they're saying about it. Okay, it looks like they're live right now, but they're on beer break or whatever, commercial break. We're waiting for the Mike Braun official projection, but I'm not officially projecting it. It's a big race, a lot of money, so I'm not projecting big money races until the people who actually get paid millions of dollars to do it project it, so and then I'll copy their projection. Yep, 41%. Yeah, so 10.7% lead for Mike Braun. With 35% voted. Comfortable, but stranger things have happened, so. A lot of counties still not in. Everyone should have their voice heard before we go ahead and make projections. There could be people online. With state law is that if you're online by the time the polls close, you get to vote. So there could be people online in Indianapolis waiting to vote after the polls have closed. Probably not, though. It's been over an hour. You never know. This state, I don't know if it's going red or blue in the midterms. I personally think it'll go red, but I have a little bit Republican skews. So it could go blue. Donnelly has a chance of winning. So does. Okay. A little bit more voted. Like 2nd precinct came in. Democrat Joe Manchin is up 2-1 over Paula Jean Swearengin, or 67-33 is how you guys know it. Patrick Morrisey 36, Evan Jenkins 25, Don Blankenship 22. There's only 3 precincts in. You can't judge a book by its cover. Yeah. I don't know what. Since it's 40% in and we're on the verge of a call down here. The only reason is because Gary's not in. Gary's only in with early voting. A lot of these are incomplete, but a few complete for the respective candidates. We're gonna go to commercials. Back from the commercials, we have results. 42% in, Mike Braun continues to hold the lead. Braun's probably going to win this thing. Manchin is up 69-31 in West Virginia. Patrick Morrisey continues to hold a lead with Blankenship in third and Jenkins in second. 43%. Braun holds the lead. I'm trying to find a way to call it, but I don't have anything to call it on. I guess I'll go back to the New York Times. Let's open up another tab. Sauce up. Okay, we got an announcement. Not too major, expected, but it is major that Jackie Walorski will win the Republican primary. That Mel Hall versus Pat Hackett race. Pat Hackett's just a Democrat. Too close to call. They said we got new results. Do we have a projection? Rokita hops in the second, Messer in third. Oh, fuck. Okay. Watching some TYT. Okay, TYT's melting down about Blankenship's candidacy. They said he's winning. That's bullshit. Blankenship's getting his shit rocked. That's a cool skin. It's a repeat. Blankenship's getting his shit rocked. He's down 38 to 24 to Blankenship is 21. Huge. So Blankenship is not winning Jank and Ben and all you other crazy crackers. Evansville. Give me to Evansville, Indiana. Yep. 41 to... It's an 11-point lead, so... Yeah. Yeah, they're melting down. TYT is continuing to melt down even though Blankenship's in third. I don't know why they melt down about a third place candidate. He's getting his shit rocked by AG Patrick Morrissey, and Evan Jenkins ain't doing that well either. So Patrick Morrissey's probably going to be the Republican nominee. No projections. Paula Jean Swearengin is probably going to lose. Joe Manchin, no projections. 69 to 30, Manchin's winning. It's a crusher. Tied between Messer and Rokita for second, and 11.5 point lead for this darn Mike Braun. About half the vote in, so could have a projection. We are continuing to work on these projections. Messer hops back into second. Nearly half the vote in. There really hasn't been any type of stuff. Oh, by the way, Joe Manchin's probably going to be renominated. I also thought with TYT hyped, but again, this thing called Justice Democrats getting crushed. So I really thought Pat Hackett would win with the way they're interviewing her, but Pat Hackett lost, but probably back around 10 points. Then they've brought on a guy named Samuel Ronan. Jim Renacci's doing well in Ohio. Yep, the Sam Ronan guy they brought on. Looks like he's getting destroyed 85-15. Again, their Justice Democrats are sucking. Their Justice Democrats are crazy. Where's Mark Meadows? Mark Meadows, 85-15. I'm calling Mark Meadows the winner. Chairman of the House Freedom Caucus. Democrats are out turning out the Republicans. Primaries. We don't know about Indiana because tell us what goes on in races where the incumbent is unopposed. I'm actually going to play a game right here for no reason other to kill time. Ohio, it's not that interesting to me. West Virginia. They're not going to ditch cocaine, Mitch. Oh. Hold up, boys. There's been a major projection. Joe Manchin will fend off his challenger, Polygiene Swearinger. I'm gonna play some Young Turks right now. Apparently, the damn Saudis have been donating money in foreign elections, or in the Ohio government election. Oh God, there were so many shots coming in there. There was teaming. This guy was teaming. But yeah, Joe Manchin will beat Polygiene Swearinger bigly. That's relatively major. So Joe Manchin's versus who? Morrissey probably, but no way to call it. This Indiana stuff is actually closer to call. I do have a win on squads. Actually didn't do squads. I just need to play 7 matches. I'll probably do that. So I could get my battle pass tier and get to 70% XP boost. I'll go greasy, because why not? I need to search chest there. Hello. Let's go Greasy.
Alright.
We gotta stick together. It's just crazy. I love the new graffiti that's out, don't you?
Yeah.
So you gotta go Greasy, yeah.
Alright. Let's probably stay in the same house because there's gonna be a lot of people.
Because we need the loot chest.
But yeah, between the challenge and just how close the bus is to it.
But once I finish with the challenge, I don't have to go to that hellhole anymore, so... I've done 3 chests so far.
I'm pretty sure I only have like 1 there. I feel like the new Infinity Gauntlet is like way too overpowered though, like that's why I don't really want to play it. Cause like if you get it, then it's really good, but most likely you're not gonna get it.
Oh crap.
Alright, do you wanna land at this brick house?
I accidentally landed in Shifty because I jumped out too far, but I'm running the Gleason right now. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, the circle looks nice. Do any of you guys have an extra gun, even pistol levitate?
No, I don't have any extras.
Oh, okay, that was a teammate, that's fine.
Here, I have a mini for you though.
Okay, that's good enough. It's not a weapon, but it'll help.
Oh, there's AR right here.
I need it. I don't care how much ammo it has, it'll work for a little while.
Just push. So these.
Oh, Portafort!
I got a scar.
Oh, good luck. Oh. Oh, revolver.
Yeah, take that. Dude, that was like the best chest. Portafort and a scar, like what?
Oh, I'll use the tack though.
Oh jeez. There's a guy right here.
I'll get a sniper. Oh god. I'll revive you.
2 people? Alright. Oh yeah. Does anyone have band-aids or anything?
Oh, unfortunately. Here, I'll just get
I need to find someone. Get bandages. Something. Oh, there's my kit.
Do you have 200 metal?
Seriously? Or 200 wood.
Good, you could get my kit there with the vending machine. Oh god, people are shooting somewhere.
Like sniping or actually like shooting?
No,
Like...
it was just something weird. It was weird.
An explosion.
There was an explosion, yes. There could be somebody anywhere here.
Oh, we're in the circle.
But we don't have enough material just to hide and be good. Destroy all the stairs.
I'm just making it. I just got my kit from the vending machine.
You need it.
Yeah, everyone just farm materials now.
Okay, got
I feel like
bandages.
we... What?
I'll hold the team's bandages.
Alright. I feel like we can win this if we just stay close.
So you know what? I kind of need that AR, but I'll need everything else. So if you find bandages, just find me, because I'll be the one who volunteers to hold them.
Can y'all hear me or not?
Okay, yeah, there's a crap, it's the worst ammo possible. Rockets.
Hello? Hello?
I found a couple rockets.
Alright, I guess we can hear it.
Oh, there's bandages over here.
Will it risk my life to get them?
What?
Will it give me a chance to die if I go over there and get them?
Oh, they're right here. They're like right next to me.
Are you destroying stuff right now?
Yes.
Okay, where are they?
Right here, by this chest.
Okay. Now the team has 10 bandages. So it's not as bad. Ooh, blue pump. Anybody want a blue pump?
I got a green one already.
I'll take it.
Okay, it's come in the house, top floor. Oh, blue AR. What should
I
I
got
trade
a
out?
scar.
There's some bandages downstairs.
Oh, yay. Yay, now the team's at max 15. So now we don't have a concern with health. Okay, we're not.
Come over here. You can actually swing on the swings. You just
Won't
like
that get
lag
you-
around.
Won't that get you banned?
Okay.
Not anymore. They updated their stuff, so you can't get banned from getting on the swings.
Wait, why would you get banned?
You can get you used to be able to get banned whenever you got on the swings.
Oh. I like getting in the swings. That's dumb. Why would you? No more swings.
Shay, do you want to go to the circle? I'll destroy a couple trees and go to the circle.
Oh, yeah, we can start moving. Jesus, only 40 people left. Oh, now 36. Alright, I'm at like 600 wood.
I'm at 300, so.
I'm at 600 wood, 80 brick, and 150 metal.
Okay, good. We're good. I got a little bit. You got a decent amount, so we're
I got
good.
630 wood.
I only got 306, so. But hey.
Now we should just build like a mega base at the end.
By the way, I suck at this game, so don't expect anything from me.
Can we at least have your wood then?
When I die, yes.
I got a sniper, so I know how to snipe. I'm gonna snipe this guy if I see him. Frick.
Oh,
guy's
please don't
gonna-
take damage. This guy's over here by Shifty, is that what you said?
Yeah. I want to get a snipe kill so I could finish off that battle pass challenge. Oh, I hear their shots
Oh,
firing.
over there, northeast, 43.
I'm charging you. I'm going with you guys. Charge them.
Start building.
Hit one. Hit one. I got ISIS.
Oh, that's great. I'm dead. We all just got demolished.
Yep. Okay, YouTube channel. Now I'm gonna cover the election. That was just. Now we're on the verge of a call, like on the very verge. Not Besser. Broad is still up by 11 points, over 50% of the voted, 53 to be exact. So. Joe Manchin's winning 69-31. Patrick Morrissey's only up by 6. Up over Blankenship by 13. Let's go to Ohio. Richard Corduroy. So Dennis Kucinich will not be the Democratic nominee. Mike DeWine will be the Republican nominee. And the Republicans are outvoting the Democrats in Ohio. Only by a little bit, but... George Jabernathy is close. He's gonna win. Okay, I think I got my New York Times working. Go to the governor's race if they made the same projections on Corduroy. Yeah. Okay, there will be a redistricting process in Ohio. Yes was the apparent vote. And we're waiting for the call. It's close. This Indiana race, 55% in. Braun's up by 11.1 points, and we're close to getting a New York Times or an AP projection, but this is the one man everybody did not expect to win, and now we're on the verge of a call of him winning. 57% of the vote in. There's not much time for Messer to come back. He probably has already written his concession speech and waiting for the official AP projection so he can go out and give it. Probably practicing it right now. Even though Gary County, Todd Rokita probably, it's written, but he's not practicing it because of Gary County. Evansville, Mike Braun's hoping that'll swing him over the top. Yep, Luke Messer's probably written his concession speech and is practicing giving it. That's how. Mike Braun's probably practicing his acceptance speech right now, even though it's not officially projecting it. He probably was waiting on an acceptance speech, even though he already has it prepared. Rokita's hoping that Gary will help him come back and get a W. Take a W tonight, but very unlikely at the moment. Fort Wayne, that's all the way in, so nothing's gonna happen there. Mike Braun still got some Indianapolis area to run up the vote. And Marion County. It's just Lake County is where Rokita's got to do something. There's a few other counties, a couple other precincts, but Mike Braun's gonna win this thing, is what I'm saying right now. Mike Braun. Patrick Morrissey is the leader here in West Virginia. Even though that's close, 14% in. It's 34. It doesn't look that close, 7.5 points, but with vote margins, it's actually close. Joe Manchin did beat Paula Jean Swearengin. Yep. Renacci's winning in Ohio. Let's see if Mark Meadows, the Freedom Caucus, had won, or is it still undecided? 11th district, I think. Yep, Mark Meadows, Freedom Caucus chair, did win 86-14. So now that's an official projection. That's no surprise. Mark Meadows gonna win. It's actually, they out-turned out at the end. Democrats. 60%. It's hard to see Mike Braun losing this thing at this point. Still unofficial projections though. Unofficial. Until we got... They would call it if it was a statewide race, but I'm trying to wait. I'll search the internet and see if any news network has called this race, because that's what type of blowout it is. It's a bit of a blowout. %. It's not getting any closer as votes come in, so I'm gonna watch the Young Turks melt down because they're kidding it. Okay. Businessman Mike Braun. Okay, we got the CNN projection. Came in 40 something minutes ago. Okay, we got it from Politico. Politico just called the race. CNN's not, AP's not calling the race. I guess they're just waiting for everything to come in. Braun's won with all these projections. That's the general consensus now. I guess I'm gonna move on to seeing Evan Jenkins. Evan Jenkins winning his CD, his congressional district, but Morrissey's winning a lot everywhere else. Manchin's winning everything against Polity, Gene Swearengin, so Joe Manchin has destroyed Polity and Swearengin, even though 68-32, more than 30%, maybe Paula Jean wants to run as, the third party candidate, like a write-in. She could get 30% of the Democratic vote. That would almost ensure the Republicans win that Senate seat. Especially since they're probably going to unite around their nominee in this big pickup opportunity. State Senate looks like possibly an incumbent could get thrown out in West Virginia, but not gonna touch that. I want to see if AP projects it, like Fox News projects it. CNN called it 61% in. I was right, there's no way. Mike Braun has won. I'm gonna see if Rokita concedes. Todd Rokita. Okay, this is bad. lot of the Republicans have. I'm gonna try to get him to show his concession speech. But yeah, all the official, everything is, everybody's officially calling except AP. Or is that just the New York Times? I don't know. Oh, yep. Okay, first race gone. I'll call it what all three are called. But first one's officially gone. Everybody's called it now. Mike Braun won. I said it'll be a 10-point margin. It'll be close-ish, but this was supposed to be a nail-biter, but of course, again, freaking primaries aren't nail-biters. We're going over to West Virginia, where Joe Manchin has easily beaten his Democratic challenger, Paula Jean Swearengin. But the Republicans are still duking it out. It's about a 5-point race. This will take a while. Pat Morrisey has definitely not won, but he's the favorite right now. Even though parts of Evan Jenkins' district are still to come in. Even though everybody in the state knows Pat Morrisey, he's the Attorney General. But a lot of people have heard of Don Blankenship because he went to prison for a mining accident, but looks like he's not going to win. He hasn't conceded yet, though. He's in third place. At least Blankenship doesn't win. It's going to be Morrisey or Jenkins. That's what it's showing right now. Joe. We still don't have a projection on Jim Bernacchi, but he could win. There's a candidate TYT endorsed, Sam Ronan. I guess he's a liberal, but he's running as a Republican in Ohio's 1st congressional district. He's getting cleaned. It's like 84-16 type clean, so he's not gonna win, even though they thought he would. Pat Hackett, her race. TYT's been big on Pat Hackett. She's losing by 10 points, so she's probably not gonna win against Bell Hall. That's an uphill battle. Yeah. But yeah, Indiana's settled. Anything close and North Carolina. No ballot initiatives. No nothing. Deanne versus Jenny Marshall. It's a semi-close race in House District 5 in North Carolina, 52-48. But it's a safe Republican seat. Ooh, another oust. Rob Pittenger could be primaried. This is close. This is the one race we're going to cover in North Carolina. We've given Mark Meadows' race some attention, but he's won. I'm going to leave you guys with some music and take a commercial break. Welcome back to Primary Election Nights. Jacob B. here, your host. We have already projected that Mike Braun is the Indiana Republican nominee. Ohio is too close to call, but Jim Bernaschi in the lead. But the big one is in West Virginia, where the Republicans are trying to duke it out. Manchin. Patrick Morrissey is leading by 8 points right now. As this race continues. So yeah, we will continue to wait. That's what you do in political races, just wait for the results. Donnelly's already won, no surprise there, he was unopposed. So he could have won, I guess. Hello? Hello, team. Go Junction. Junction, boys. Ship is in third. Oh, my team wants to refill. I said this one could be an all-nighter. I really thought it could with Indiana nail-biters, but primaries that seem close don't end up awful close, so Patrick Morrissey looks like the guy. Even though I thought Blankenship could won that debate on Fox News. So I guess Fox News televised debates don't really matter. Even if the two main guys spend all the time attacking each other, doesn't matter. I mean, Blankenship is a convicted felon, so I mean, you shouldn't be surprised that he's getting his ass kicked. He's a wild card candidate, but everyone's all the expert. They're up actually losing, which is the right thing for the Republican Party. They learned not to nominate Roy Moore. This guy was Roy Moore on steroids. He was terrible. If a Republican can't win Alabama, they're a terrible candidate. That should be the litmus test. Out. Can you win Alabama? B? Okay. Oh, damn it, I wanted the hunter. I wanted the hunter rifle. Can I have the, please have the hunter rifle? I actually love one of those things. I love take shots with hunter rifles. Yeah, let's go circle. Oh, good fun. Vamonos. Let's go. Oh god, they're firing at me. Take the hunter rifle. Now we gotta go. We really do have to go now, actually. We really do have to go. I know there's good loot there, but we gotta go. A bounce pad would be helpful, but we don't have one, so the storm's kicking our ass right now. We just gotta run. Hey, Lafiqua, you gotta run. I got bandages, so we should be fine, but you gotta run, Lafiqua. No more looting, boys. Sorry. Good luck getting out of that, Lafiqua. Storm may get my ass if I don't continue to run. Yep, Storm got me. Okay, got bandages. I'll get there. Okay, boys, come here. Get over here right now. I got bandages. Hey, King Cash, you need bandages? Just build, I got them. I just dropped 10. Come on, get bandages. Get bandages. Or I'll just take my own and wrap my... Okay, there's a bunch of shit over there. Actually, I'll use one at the end of this. Are we going towards circle? Hunt rifle is good. If I can actually win a shot at it. Okay, we're good. I just need health stuff. All I got's bandages, shields. I mean, we're all okay on health except me. So I'm just barely alive. Okay, here's shotgun and hunt rifle. Where are they, Lafiqua? Build. Lafiqua. I want the scar. Yeah. I'll go going with sniper. Okay, boy. Boy. Oh my god, my sniper. Hey, Lafiqua, I'm back here. I'm back. I missed a snipe. Are snipes coming at me? Cause I gotta try to snipe these people. And then one sniped me, Fikwa. Fikwa, I'm low in here. Can you come save me? I'm in the porta fort. Okay, they got me. I'll watch you. They're all around, they have every type of gun. Get him. Oh, come on, Fikwa. Damn, I'm actually done for fun. %ed, Mr. Morrissey has a lead. 35-29, so about 6 points. It'll be close, but Mr. Morrissey's got a favorite. Jim Renacci stole the lead in Ohio. Okay, yeah, he got started. There's one incumbent that was on danger of getting sacked. Yep. Pitcher is still losing with 2/3 of the vote in. That's clocking up by Strom. So he could have a big upset benefiting Mark Harris, the Republican challenger. He's in Pitcher's in trouble, but he's not out. This Mike Braun guy is still holding a lead. Todd Rokita's conceded. Luke Messer won his congressional district, and that's about it. Mike Braun's a good candidate. He's solid Republican. He's won, and it looks like it's going to be a Democratic shellacking. So yeah, Braun's going to shellac him. Peter was lucky. Not ready to. I want to sign out. I want to make the projection, but I can't. Well, I'll Google see if I can. Morsi, I like Morsi because good outsider. Doesn't have any bad baggage on him. Also, for his Attorney General election history, he knows how to win close races. I'll bring Brady in. Do a game with him. I need to get a match with a friend anyway. Hey Brady. Hey Brady.
Hello?
Hello. Oh God. Where's Brady? Hey Brady. Ugh.
No, don't kick him. Do not kick him. Do not kick him. Do not kick him.
Hello?
Hello. Do you want to land at Wailing Woods?
No.
Where do you want to land at?
I don't know.
My name's TP.
And why are we gonna do that?
I hate that you can destroy stuff on now. Especially my day, bro.
Well, we're going
tall.
Pleasant Park. Are we going Pleasant?
Yeah, PP.
No. Let's go to Fatal.
No, that's not gonna
Brother,
work.
no. Oh my gosh, you guys are gonna get destroyed. I'm not gonna go Pleasant.
If I don't.
Okay, well, all I
I'm
need
gonna
to
go a
do
bit
is
to
play
the
one
left.
match with the friends. Yeah.
I'm gonna get wrecked in Pleasant.
Or you can
Oh
take
yeah,
this
no,
dub.
thank you.
Why do you act like Goddess?
Why do I act like you?
No, I'm talking about Brady. He acts like my friend Goddess.
He is
always
not
so
your
scared.
friend.
Yeah, he actually is. You act like him. You guys are so scared to go to some different place, like West Pleasant Park. You guys are scared to go there.
Is someone saying my name?
This is funny. They don't. Oh my god, bro. Don't try to snipe at me again, bro. Watch what happens. I will impulse you off the map. Beautiful. There's people in there. I wouldn't go in there. Okay, whatever.
I'm gonna
He's
freaking
in
die.
there. Yeah, I told you he's in there, but
Okay, got a suppressed pistol.
oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. How? Oh my, how? Okay, bro.
Yo, I'm gonna let him attack me. Yep, I'm in a brutal battle down here. Pretty brutal, I'm gonna die. I knocked one down apparently. Yes, we did get destroyed, Brady.
What?
We did get destroyed. I was able to knock one, but not the whole team. Yay, battle pass. Okay, Street, we got some major announcements in the elections. It's the Health primary night. Jim Renacci has officially been the Republican nominee. The Trump endorsed Renacci has won. We are in a bronze one in Indiana. It's close, 5.7 point lead for Pat Morrissey, 44% in. Joe Manchin's already destroyed Paula Jean. I don't know. I'm probably just not going to commentate for the next few minutes. Could actually press weapons. Search chest and greasy. Carve items to my plus actually. I'm not gonna do any matches. It goes for like, I'm gonna let this stream 15 minutes. Okay, actually, I just got done with a projection. Patrick Morrissey will be the Republican nominee. West Virginia. Thank you guys for tuning in. We got some major. Patrick Morrissey won. Mike Braun won, surprisingly. And Jim Renacci, the Trump endorsed Jim Renacci, won. That's big. I'm out. Peace. Thank you for watching tonight's election coverage. Bye.